What's up, everybody? I know that people hate this style of video, but I've come to actually generally enjoy it. I had a whole script and everything written out for this, but then a lot of stuff happened. I'm cleaning, I'm moving some stuff around, I'm trying to set up this little corner right here, which I hope y'all so far like it, and I'm going to be adding some stuff down here. So overall, a lot of stuff has happened. I can't even find my other mic. I had it, I set it down, it's gone. I don't know where it went. So I had a script. I'm going to try to stick to the script. I wrote it. It's not like the company didn't send it to me and say, hey, this is what you have to say. I wrote the script. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to stick to it because there's a lot going on. A lot going on. And like I said, it's kind of a new little area. I got light here. That's new. I got a light over there. That's new. Like, this is all new. And I'm trying to set up the whole area so that way it's a bit more cozy. And I can actually have a space to actually film because I'm filming in my small apartment. So fast forward if you want to skip all this, I apologize. But I'm going to do a little review today. So it's been a while since I've done any kind of review, and that's just partly because I'm lazy. There's no two ways about it. I've been lazy. But let me throw that down. I had right here with something on it. So today what I'm going to actually review is this. It's the DaVinci, I keep wanting to say micropanel. It's not that. That's what I got before. This is the speed editor. They sent it out to me a few months ago, so I've been using it for like, honestly, I think 5 months at this point, and pretty much every vlog you've seen for the past year, which I know it's not a lot, but what you've seen has been done on this system, and I think it's great. So I just wanted to go ahead and get in here and make sure I'm recording. I just want to go ahead and get in here, give a little intro, talk about this, and then let's get into it. So I'm going to go ahead and set it down right here. It's probably not the best spot for it, but it holds. It's there, little stand. In this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down what I really like about it and what I don't like about it. There's really, I'll be honest, there's not a ton that I don't like about it, but I'm going to try to let you be informed as either an aspiring creator or a creator yourself already full-time, whatever your route is. I want to try to let you be as informed as possible. So a little intro about me if you don't watch the channel or don't know who I am. My name is Sam. I've been a damn near full-time photographer and videographer since like 2020. Once the pandemic hit, it kind of really boosted a lot of stuff up there. I do a lot of stuff within esports and then as well as just regular sports, that being paintball. So I've been editing for a little while. I have a second page that I post a lot of stuff on. It's mostly simple, but it's stuff that I do sit there and edit a lot of, and a lot of client work. So figured it's a little bit, it's not necessarily an expert, but it's more than just like I just got it and I don't know anything about editing. Like, I'm learning, and I've learned a lot, especially with this particular tool. So let's go ahead and get into the review. The absolutely astute amongst you might realize that I'm wearing a different shirt. The reason for that is because I'm stupid. So what I did, I filmed an entire section so that way I could go on the computer and update some things and show you all what's going on. And unfortunately, there was no audio in that entire thing because I either plugged it in wrong or the cable's not working. So we're going to find out right now, because this clip, if it doesn't have any sound, it's the cable. Regardless, the next thing you're going to see is me on the computer actually handling some of the files for this actual for this actual review, and showing you guys a little bit of what it can do and a little bit of what I'm able to do with it. So yeah, let's get right into it. I had a whole thing there, but I'm not redoing that entire thing because it was mostly me just sitting here and it was just that angle. So we're not going to do that. So, all right, so what you see here, this is just a little webcam with the light and all that. Don't mind the background. It's a mess. I'm so sorry. Lots of cleaning going on, lots of moving around so I can get that little studio area. Regardless, I'm just going to kind of show you a little bit of what this is. So let me move this over to here. So if you haven't seen the, if you haven't seen the DaVinci Resolve timeline, this is what it looks like. I'm going to try to find, it looks like this is a good one, so nothing crazy. I am going to mute it because it's not going to be the finished product, and I don't want y'all to have to hear that. So don't worry, you're not going to hear that. Okay, now that that's out of the way. Sorry, some technical difficulties. So it would appear that I filmed, and thank goodness I had, actually. All right, so sorry. It would appear that I filmed that entire video, and luckily this mic has a backup recording on it because I didn't record any of that to my camera. But I was able to get it fixed, synced up properly, because while you guys can't hear it, I'm going to hear it. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and unplug my regular mouse and keyboard and just show you all this. Let's do this. Since afterwards you really don't, like, you can still use your mouse and keyboard, but it's not really that necessary. So let me go ahead and do something here real quick because I have to make sure I show you the things that I touched on. That's fine. I already did that, so I don't know why I did that. Okay, there we go. So like I said inside the actual video, there are things like scroll here, it goes very fast. Shuttle, much slower, and then jog, you know, it's just normal. It's faster or slower pace. It is what it is. It's very nice. It's very nice to be able to do that for that precision. Like, if I'm having a problem and I'm trying to get this perfect thing, like I literally just did. I literally just had to find the exact spot that I could cut my voice into from the mic, and it's perfect. Instead of scroll, I would just drop it down to jog. Okay, boom. Super slow. Don't mind. Oh my gosh, I blink so hard, don't I? I'm so sorry. It's a habit I've had from childhood. And then shuttle for a little bit smoother. Jog is usually what I go on just because it's more precise. So I like doing that. Now I do really use the cut page a lot. It's very, very nice for this. Like if I have to go do anything, for example, if I have to do a close up, boom, easy, right then and there, easy. I don't have anything set to like my SmartInsert or anything like that, so I don't do anything with that, but I have to cut. Let's go ahead and do that there. Oh, sorry, that was I just did a little transition. That's kind of crazy, but yeah, if I split it here, boom, and then say I'm done with that and I just want to delete it, I just delete it. There's a lot that you can do with this. You know, go to the source, brings me there. I'm gonna have to exit all that because I actually want to keep it as is. Oh, no, I know I have to redo that. That's all fine. It's because it's in my mic and I didn't take it out. So either way, there's that. Like I said, there's that. Now, there are other options in here. Like, for example, the color panel. This doesn't really work with that. There's a different micro panel that you can do that's really good for the color grade part of it. And that's something I can show you all in another video if that's something you're interested in. So this is more for the editing side of it. Full view, boom, we're in. Sorry for the jump scare. It's just there's not much more I can say about this. I don't have multiple cameras on here, so showing you the multicam doesn't do anything for y'all. Sorry. But as you can see, me clicking things like source, it shows me the source. I can then look over here and adjust anything with my mouse. In, out, for those of you that use in, out for things like cutting certain spaces and exporting them only, stuff like that. You can do it all on here. I can't really explain it any better than showing you as I am here, because this is the best way to show you what we can do. Stop and play, boom, we're good. Like, you can change it to like audio only, video only. Again, that's with the multi-camera. Since I don't do all that, it doesn't really affect me, but for those of you that have large sets with up to 9 cameras, and I mean, you're good. So there's a lot here. So I'm gonna go back to my main camera and go from there. First, let's talk features. First, the jog wheel. This is really great for scrubbing the footage very quickly and with precision. You can switch the modes between like jog, shuttle, and scroll, and that makes it really easy to cut to exactly where you need to be and trim clips very, very fast. Now, there are dedicated trim and edit buttons, so you don't really have to remember any shortcuts on your keyboard or anything. You can click that button and it does it all for you. You can split, you can delete, you can transition, all of it's literally right there at the palms of your fingertips. And if you are into multicam, which I'm personally not, I'm a single camera person, but the multi-camera button does allow you to switch between cameras to make live editing really easy. Something I want to say about this next section, I am using my phone because while I know the pros, I'm still learning on camera. I'm still very nervous on camera, so I wanted to make sure I had a general idea of what I was saying so I didn't mess up. I know that there's a lot of this in the video where I'm like talking and have to reiterate some things, but that is primarily and pretty much only because I'm still figuring out how to keep everything in my head without keeping it jumbled out like I just messed up as I'm talking about messing up. So I just wanted to let y'all know that this is something I wrote into the script that I wrote, but it's something that I did know. I just didn't want to mess up what I was saying, and I probably still did. I haven't watched the video fully, so I probably still did. Either way, just keep that in mind. Now I'm gonna go into some pros that I really, really liked about it. Number one, the tactile feel. It's nice to have buttons. You can use your mouse. I know that's tactile. It's not the same thing, and we all know that. It's different than having a dedicated board that actually shows everything on there and at a push of a button, and it's really easy to click. It makes it feel really, really nice, and it's a lot more precise than just editing with a mouse. Now, if you mostly live in the cut page like I do a lot of editing within the cut page. Resolve really works very well around this. It does a lot of stuff. It's almost like it's built for that page specifically. It's very specific depending on who you are. So if you edit in like Final Cut or Adobe Premiere, it's not going to work for you. It's not built for that. It's built for DaVinci. So if you're thinking about switching to DaVinci, this is one of the cool things they offer is a lot of cool tools that you can use with your workflow that really, really helps. A lot of plugins, stuff like that, really good for DaVinci. But it doesn't work with other platforms. So if you're getting into editing and you're deciding between a platform and this is something that's actually on your list, you're going to want to go with DaVinci. All right, the second con, and this is all dependent on where you are in your journey and if you're experienced editor or anything like that, is the price. I personally don't think it's a problem, especially for what you're getting and the time that it saves you. I think it is very good, but it does sit around 475 to 500 depending on where you're getting it from. I just went on Amazon, that's where I found that price. And again, that's not for everybody. Now, I will say this: it does come with a copy of Studio, at least the newer versions do. So it does come with a copy of DaVinci Resolve Studio, which in its own is somewhere in the 250 range. I don't remember exactly, but it is somewhere in that range. So right then and there, you're saving yourself $200 at least. Hey everyone, I just wanted to jump in here. I realized when I was editing this that I made a mistake. It's not even 200 to 250, it's 295. So you are saving $300 if you buy this, considering the price of it. You're basically getting it for about 200. So just wanted to come in here, clarify that as I'm editing it, so that way there's not confusion of how I got it for cheap or whatever. It's not. It's $300. So yeah, back to the regular video. If I make any more mistakes, you'll see me jumping in here, or like put it on the screen. But figured this one I had to specifically jump in because I was wrong entirely. So that's nice. That's a very nice feature, and obviously that makes it, if you were gonna buy it anyway, buy this, you get it for what, 150, 200. It's really no problem with that. But again, that is a con for some people. So I wanted to make sure I put those out there before I just went on and said there's no problems whatsoever. I want y'all to know about that. So, final verdict, really, who's this for? I personally think it's for any editor who maybe is used to editing on the keyboard and everything, but they want to speed up their workflow and they just don't know how to do it. It's a learning curve, 100%. It's a learning curve. But I do think that it's worthwhile for you to do so and learn about it, and then it saves a lot of time. I've cut my videos down from editing from a couple weeks just because I'm so slow with it to a couple days, maybe a week when I'm actually like sitting on there. It definitely cuts down time a lot. But if you're someone who's not editing for companies, if you're not editing a lot of YouTube videos, anything like that, if it's more just editing for yourself, I'm not going to tell you to buy it. I want to tell you to buy it, absolutely. But it doesn't make sense for you until you're at that point because there is a learning curve to it. And maybe for some people, it is better to learn it in the beginning and get built up, learning the actual process on it. So that way, when you're a really good editor, you're already fast. But the price is a problem for very entry level people, and I don't want to tell anyone to spend money they don't need to spend. So if you want to learn about it, absolutely. I'll have some details, a link to buy it. It's not an affiliate link, just a link to get it through Blackmagic's site, so you can actually check and see everything that might be good for you. That's who I would say it's for mostly, though, is the person who wants to speed up their editing, maybe they have a lot of projects, they're good to go. So that's my take. It's not a very long video. It's not super in depth. It's more just telling you what it can do and pricing, stuff like that. What have you used it before? Is there anything that I missed? Please tell me in the comments, like anything, let me know. I'm gonna continue to do more reviews, and of course, I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna make this look so much better. I promise it's going to be beautiful soon. So yeah, like, subscribe, comment, everything down below, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Hopefully, start coming a lot faster. I'm gonna start working on a lot more of these. So I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.